back to Bookish.Taylor. I am Taylor, and today I'm here to bring you my Kpopathon TBR. This is the January round, and I'm super stoked. If you don't know what Kpopathon is, it is a readathon that centers around different K-pop groups. It's generally centered around a group's comeback, and I will have all of that information down below. But Kpopathon is hosted by Devon and Amanda. Their channels will be down below, as well as the Kpopathon information, because it changed up this year. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So the group that the January Kpopathon is focusing around is a group called K&K. They have a comeback on the 7th. And this readathon is going to be running from the 7th of January until the 13th. There are 4 challenges. Challenge number 1 is Knock, which was K&K's debut song. And that is to knock off a book that you have had on your TBR for a while. And this is a book that's been on my TBR for a while. This is a book that I have put on multiple monthly TBRs as well. And that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I need to read this. This was supposed to be a buddy read with Chelsea from A Very Bookish Girl. I started it. I think I'm on like page 60, but I didn't finish it. I didn't get very far. So I'm hoping to get to it this week. I believe this is going to be my audiobook for the week. Challenge number 2 is longest V-Live. K&K set a record for the longest V-Live. V-Live is a live streaming service that a lot of K-pop groups use. And yeah, so K&K set the record of the longest one of 12 hours. So for that, the challenge is to read a book in under 12 hours. I am going to attempt to get this book read in under 12 hours. I was going to try to do it on Monday, but that's when I start my job. I'm definitely going to, on one of my days off, sit down and attempt to read this in a couple sittings, as long as, you know, it's under 12 hours. I believe it is just about 330 pages, so I should be able to get it read very quickly. What I do know about Ruta Zapeti's books is that she writes very fast-paced, heart-wrenching historical fictions, so I'm gonna want to keep turning the page, so that's good. This is also going to be a movie, and I'd like to read the book before I see the movie. Challenge number 3 is to pick your bias. A bias is like kind of like your favorite member of the group. I don't have a bias for this group because I'm relatively new, but I just picked a challenge that I thought I could complete with the books that I have on my TBR. And so I went with, it is read a book that you think will impact you. And I'm doubling up, and I'm going to use Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Zapeti for this. She writes very impactful historical fictions. So this is definitely going to be one of those where I think about it long after I've read it. And finally, the last challenge is Lonely Nights. I believe that this is going to be the comeback song, is to buddy read a book to combat lonely nights. And I'm going to try to read Ink Mistress by Audrey Colhurst with Amanda from Accorda Books and Love. This is one of the many buddy read books that we have together, and yeah, we're both really excited because we buddy read A Fire and Stars, which is the book that, this is technically the prequel to A Fire and Stars, but we read A Fire and Stars together and both really loved it. That's a lot of reallys, but that was one of my favorite reads from 2017. Amanda, did we read that book 2 years ago? Jesus. But we have been meaning to get to Ink Mistress since we both got our hands on it, and we are finally doing that, I hope. So here are the 3 books that I'm going to be reading for Kpopathon. There are only 4 challenges, and I doubled up, but that's totally fine. Like I said, I start work this week, and we're going to see. Are you going to be participating in Kpopathon? If you listen to audiobooks, what's going to be your audiobook this week? So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!